Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of bet. Boom! Some people go, they wonder, say, where this energy come from? It's all good. We are Nigerians. That never say never. That never say die. That resolute spirit. Everywhere when he day, win or lose, he go day. And we happy say the boys make us proud. And we believe say we go again. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to discussing football, where you go inside and dissect so that you understand and enjoy the beautiful game. Now here, on top of the Home Talk Podcast. And I get amazing people when don't join me. And it is such great honor to introduce this Nigerian woman, super intelligent. When she dissects football, you appreciate the intelligence and the skill that goes into her ideation and articulation. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Toyo, baby!
Good morning. Thank you.
In your green, white, green.
Yes.
Yes, proudly Nigerian.
I'm proudly Nigerian.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man mesmerizes on the microphone. When it comes to punditry in Sabi and well. When it comes to commentary for the pidgin aspect, he's the greatest to ever do this. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who played John football and is still there in mind, the one and the only best friend of Victor Osimhen. Sawadinho!
Don't set me up. Don't set me up. Don't set me up. Don't set me up.
You don't already talk am now. Say na your guy.
Now my guy. Win or lose.
Yes.
The show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is an absolute legend of the beautiful round leather game. Nigeria has had her fair share as a footballing nation of mercurial midfielders. The ones who combine skill and intelligence. The ones who be like tank. When we say, once you see them for that midfield, they know they move. I call him the Gbogbo Nishe midfielder. If una they come, he go neutralize the potency of una attack. And when he look, they be like eagle because he go scan and that pass go enter. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who started young. We caught him young, represented our great country, Nigeria, at different levels and did us proud. He's a proud winner of the AFCON, that 2013 side where we say, we never see since that time. The one and the only man born on a special date and dedicated, started on the streets of Jos and took it to the higher level. The one and the only Ogenyi Onazi! M-O-N.
Yeah, good morning. Don't be smart, this introduction.
Yeah, welcome.
So I can't wait.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our people waiting for us, go learn well. And this is a teachable moment for our Gen Z. When I know I mentioned 2013, when I go look, I'm saying that was 13 years ago. If you come out 13 years for your age, maybe you did primary 3. But calm down. We are not judging you. We are not judging you. But the reason why we bring people like this is so that you can learn and appreciate those who, in service to our great nation, did a whole lot. Make I welcome you. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for every time you donned the green and white of our country. You gave it your all. Put your body on the line and did everything. So we appreciate you. Round of applause.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your service.
Legendary. Thank you.
Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Boom. Just another reason why Bet Niger is truly number one.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast. I still have with me the absolute legend himself, Ogenyi Onazi. The best place to begin this conversation from. Waiting happened for AFCON, the second semi-final. The Atlas Lions of Morocco edged out the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And, well,
it is what it is.
For the high hopes that we had, we can still just look back at fond memories and say it was well. But as someone who won the AFCON, I would like to ask you this question. Looking at what thing don't happen to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, how do you think our players can pick themselves up and say, we finished as first runners-up in the previous edition, and most likely, maybe we'll settle for bronze when we don't win plenty, but we still get the competition if we look the year ahead. How do you think these guys can pick themselves up and motivate each other moving on?
Thank you very much. For me, I think it's a very difficult moment as it is right now. If you see me, when I came in this morning, I was almost like, it is what it is anyway, but we still have to move on. Before they got to this stage that they are, I was thinking that probably this team will give us something to console ourselves for not missing out in the World Cup, But fortunately, it ended this way. They did what they need to do, but what it is now, I think we'll just settle in for third place. And now that the situation is like this, they have no other choice because they cannot come home without nothing. We need to come back with something. So anywhere you're going to get your motivation from, you just have to do what you need to do to get that.
Yeah.
And at this point in time, everybody is just like looking at them and say, what can we do?
Interesting. Toyosi, I'd like to ask you about the officiating.
Yeah.
I just want to hear your thoughts with respect to our Ghanaian brothers officiating on the night.
It was disappointing. And at the highest level, a semi-final game of that magnitude, I think it was poor. He didn't have, a grip of that particular game. And it looked like he wanted to be the center of attention or attraction of the game too as well. Some calls where we could barely comprehend some of these calls. First, it was the Calvin Bassey. I can't count how many times El Kabi fouled Calvin Bassey and didn't receive a single yellow card. Do you know that the whole 120 minutes, no Moroccan player was given a yellow card?
Not even Brahim Diaz.
None of them.
Yeah.
No Brahim Diaz. El Kabi 3 times on Calvin Bassey. And Calvin Bassey was given a yellow card as early as the 33rd minute.
Yeah.
Kudos to that guy to be able to keep his composure and still be strong, defend well, intercept, make sure he didn't give room to the Moroccans and was still able to do so without getting the second yellow card.
Yeah.
Also, the Simon Moses and Hakimi situation at the byline too.
Yeah.
I could barely understand what he was called for because that particular play, if he had not called a foul, would have been probably through on goal. But every call was questionable. 50-50s, fouls, no yellow card. If he had done his job well, probably one Moroccan would have been sent off for maybe two yellow cards offense or something like that. It was just very terrible officiating. It was like he was afraid. He was trying to... I understand that home advantage do count sometimes. We see it even in clubs. You're playing on home turf. Some situations will go your way to an extent. But this was beyond glaring. This was like, I'm intentionally doing it. Whatever people want to do, cry. That was how it looked like to me. That
it was shameless.
Yes, it was like, if you want to cry. If people are going to complain. This is what I want to do, and that's it. Like, nobody can do anything to me.
All right. Sawa, should the NFF retain the services of Coach Eric Schell?
Are we going to go over that again? I sincerely don't want to throw myself in that mix. I don't want to throw myself in this coaching, back and forth, because it's been how many coaches now? Same boys, right? Eric Schell, like him, hate him. He's had the best results in comparison to the coaches before him.
And the quality of play.
You understand? And the quality of play in this tournament, not all around. I don't love his substitutions. I don't love his in-game management.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I don't like it. I think he's still one of these trial and error coaches. You understand? So, but we keep saying this thing all the time. Can we afford a good coach? The NFF keeps telling you that they cannot afford a good coach. So we'll have to make do with what we have. You understand? We have been using trial and error right from Genotro. Trial and error. Genotro was a disaster at the World Cup. Yes, he was a disaster at the World Cup. We've been doing trial and error right from Genotro till today. So since we cannot afford a good coach, let us move on with what we have. I don't want to throw myself into the mix of whether Eric Schell should continue or not. Since we say now, waiting we will afford.
At least make we go with the Akube.
Yeah,
the Akube is better than the original you don't know. All right, so let's talk us Arsenal. And I know you are excited.
Can we skip to the good part?
Exactly. So Arsenal, visitors at the Stamford Bridge, 3-2 winners. It was a dominant display.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are beginning to take Arsenal serious.
I was disappointed. Because Chelsea scored 2, and that's insulting. It's insulting. Chelsea
This
scored
guy.
2 against Arsenal.
Now because of you, people don't want me ask now. We just
telling
were
you,
disappointed.
pride.
Chelsea scored
Scored 2 at home.
Why? How?
What do you
Garnacho
mean?
scored 2 against Arsenal. I was disappointed. That game is supposed to be like 3-4-0.
Wow.
Come on.
Because you're
Hasn't
playing
it
against
happened?
children.
Come on now. We've beaten them 5-0 now. I was disappointed. That game was supposed to be the first semi-final was supposed to have capped off the Carabao Cup semi-final for us. You understand? I was disappointed. But nevertheless,
take the win.
I'll take the win. Nevertheless, Chelsea no be my mate.
Of course.
They are nowhere. They are nowhere
Check the
close to
head-to-head in
Arsenal.
like,
Nowhere close to Arsenal.
Which one be nowhere close to Arsenal?
Don't
You have
say
not
what you
won
want
the
to say.
Champions League
Don't
now.
say we are winning it this year. They were winning it this year.
When you
so
win
don't
it,
worry.
that's when you say.
No problem.
And they have even won it twice.
Don't go there. So I was disappointed with the final scoreline, but I will take the win. So let's move on. Where you want to ask me questions? Ask me Arsenal and serious clubs, not Chelsea.
Wow. Legend. I mean, we saw the 41-year-old manager. I know it's not, that managerial acumen is not even about your age. It's also what you bring to the table.
Exactly.
But, do you think that there's any promise in this Chelsea side?
Well, it's too early to begin to say things about manager. One thing with manager, as we also say, even in the Nigerian team as well, the Man U coach who came in middle of the season, he asked them that they should not expect anything till the end of the season. They should wait until the new season, which means you're going to get new players, you're going to start your preseason, you're going to get your tactics put into place. It's just almost the same thing like the new coach that is coming in now. Anything happening now is just on the surface. So you need to give him time. If you really want to go with his project, you need to give him time. At least, minimum is 2 years for you to give a coach, for him to be able to...
Minimum.
Yes.
No,
as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, if you really want to, if you trust a coach and you believe in his tactics, you stand by him. Meaning it's 2 years. You give him, after the 2 years, you have every right, every reason for you to sack him with your full chest because you have given him time to be able to do whatever you need to do.
2 transfer or 3 transfer windows.
At least 2 transfer windows, and then giving you a whole lot of time for you to structure your team and know what you need to do around that period. So Chelsea for the past 5 games now is been let me say it's not been consistent. So I don't expect the coach to bring instant results for them like that. But of course, definitely the fans and the management, they really want to have something, to hold on. So they need results to be able to turn things around. So for me, I think it's still a long way to go.
All right. Toyo, baby, as a white angel, I don't know how you feel. Not only did Barcelona humiliate...
It wasn't an
They scored 3 goals against you now. They scored 3 goals against you.
It ended 3-2.
But you consider
wasn't
3...
humiliating.
Okay, no problem. Albacete Nko.
That's humiliating.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Xavi Alonso and Kylian Mbappe and whether Madrid as a club is too big because of the players that the club has to have a manager that can at least call the shots.
Every big club would always have player power. I don't know why now it's becoming like it's a problem or like fans have not heard of it before. Maybe Gen Z fans, they act like the manager should be preceding over everything. Yes, you are the manager. You should take care of things that are going on the pitch. Maybe some off-pitch issues like how you sleep, your diet, all of those stuffs. As long as your off-pitch problems don't affect the on-pitch doings, let me put it that way. Now, so player power would always prevail. It's just left for you to how you would handle it. We've seen managers be successful in big clubs, but they are successful because they make it. They become so successful that you outside, you want to become them. You want to take that position too and be like, oh wow, so this is so easy. But it's not easy. It's not easy. The likes of Carlo Ancelotti and co, you call them mumus. You call them, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's too meek. He's too quiet. He's too
old school.
Calm. He's old school. Now is your turn. You the new school. Come and do it your way. The thing with player powers and managers is this new school of managers want to throw away player management. That's being able to manage human beings and put them together. You can be very, very brilliant. You can be a genius. But if you don't add that man management to it, because you're dealing with human beings and not animals, you need to be able to talk to them, cajole them, try and, I'm not saying beg them, but cajole them so that it will be easy for your tactics to be animated or even be absorbed by these guys. If they're not interested in your tactics, it's not going to work. If they're not interested in your idea, it's not going to work. The moment they show, lack of interest, nothing would happen. We've seen the same thing with Chelsea. We're not even talking about this new school. The old school. What's this man's name? Villas-Boas. They frustrated him at Chelsea. And we saw the likes of Mikel and John Terry on their podcast, where they said it openly. They gave some instances, we made sure he did not. And
Didier Drogba said it, that they had a meeting the moment he was sacked. That now he's gone.
Exactly.
They've got to play.
So we've seen it several times. It happens in big clubs because big clubs sign big players. They want big players that will sell the jerseys, also image rights, and also the value and the image of the club itself. So for Xabi Alonso and these players, I think Xabi Alonso came with the idea of, several times Florentino Perez have tried to listen to the fans to sign managers that are very philosophical, very tactical. We've tried it with Benitez, with Lopetegui, and now Xabi Alonso. What is the common thing among these three? It failed. Because Real Madrid don't run like that. They don't win trophies that way. They win trophies off of managers that all we just ask you to do. Because no manager is coming here and saying, oh, I'm giving you the list of players I want. The club will sign those players for you. You will get here and resources are already available. Pick them and choose and use them as you wish. Use them and win trophies. It's as simple as that.
Interesting. If there's a manager that can walk into a locker room and you look at him with admiration and respect, should be Xabi Alonso. Won virtually everything that a lot of players pray to win. But are modern managers, have they become so fragile that they cannot manage the ego of superstars?
Let us not forget that the generation of players that we have now are very disrespectful. Yeah. They are very, very disrespectful. The generation of players, and it's a generational thing, right? This whole Gen Z attitude is rubbing off on the players.
Post-pandemic players.
They're very spoiled.
Very naughty.
And very disrespectful. Let's not forget that, right? But of course, there are managers that can still tame that disrespect. I am telling you, there are managers currently. There are managers. Will you try that with Pep Guardiola?
But people don't try
Pep
it
is
with
not
that.
Will you try the Pep Guardiola? One of you will walk out of that place. You will walk out, and I assure you it will not be Pep. One person will walk out, and I assure you it will not be Pep Guardiola.
But Madrid is different too.
You will not try that with Pep Guardiola, no matter how spoiled they are. There was one video that circulated around on the straw that broke the camel's back with Xabi Alonso. I don't know how true that video was, where Xabi Alonso was beckoning on the players to do the guard of honor. I don't know how true it was because AI has messed things up so much so that we don't know what to believe anymore. People can just put up a video and do a commentary on it, and then we just run with it. I don't want to just run with every narrative. But if that was true, that your manager was saying, all right, guys, let's give these guys a guard of honor, and then you're telling him, screw that, and the players are going on with you, that's the height of disrespect. You understand? If Madrid would want a manager now that I think can come in and stand and say, do this, and I think they will listen. If you don't listen, you're getting out of the door. It should be Jurgen Klopp. Yes, it should be Jurgen Klopp. In my opinion, it should be Jurgen Klopp because I think he's got that charisma as well. He's got that hairdryer, instinct as well. Pep Guardiola has got the hairdryer instinct. That was what I was saying before we came on. That if Sir Alex Ferguson still has any bit of hairdryer energy left in him right now, even in his 80s, you would sit up.
In Madrid, hairdryer no go work.
Oh goodness me, you will sit up.
Hairdryer no go work.
I get it. I get. See, let me tell you. You know, there's a difference between a coach and a manager, right? A coach is limited, has limited powers. You're limited to tactics, formation, and all of that. The result, performance, basically. But if you are both a coach and a manager, meaning you have power to make certain decisions, you have power to apply your philosophy across board, even to the academy. You have certain powers. The likes of Sir Alex Ferguson, there are only three people right now in the Premier League that are managers. Only three. Mikel Arteta, Pep Guardiola, and Unai Emery. They're the only
That
three
you will not
managers.
mention Arteta, eh?
No. I'm telling you fact. I'm not talking. I'm telling you fact. Out of the 20 team coaches in the Premier League right now, 17 of them are coaches based on their contract and their powers.
No, 16. One is a caretaker.
Okay.
Coaches.
That's the reason why what's his name, Maresca was sacked. He was a coach.
Yes.
He wasn't a manager.
Fair enough.
There are only 3 managers in the Premier League now: Unai Emery, Mikel Arteta, and Pep Guardiola, based on their contract, based on the powers that have been given to them by the club. So they can apply their philosophy from top to bottom. You understand? So when you don't have such powers, players will take you for a ride. That's when they can mess things up for you on the field of play. But when they know that you decide if they stay or they go, they will sit up.
Legend, I want to, get into your head. Coaches done plenty. Coaches now water for your side. What is the first thing that you think plays out in the minds of players when a coach walks into the locker room, a new coach? How una they size them? Una they look and say, what he done win? When he just enter, he wear suit. How una they check him?
So basically, I've just been listening to everyone, and it definitely, all of you are speaking from the fan perspective and
from
whatever
the sideline.
from the sideline.
Now speak from the inside.
Exactly.
We are the actors, and for me, not everything actually is true from what you said, but a coach is the head of that team, and he makes the whole decisions. And if anything goes wrong, meaning that the coach has already lost the dressing room before anything of such can happen. A coach can determine your future. A coach can make you who you are, and a coach can destroy you as well. So now, if a new coach, according to what you said, the question you asked, if a new coach comes into the dressing room, everybody at that point in time is scared. Doesn't know what is going to happen. Because no matter who it is,
Galacticos level players.
no matter who you are, no matter who you are. Because if a coach signs in coming to a team and he sees that there's top stars in this team, the first thing he's going to do is to secure himself and tell the president that, look, I am in charge and I'm going to give you my report on what I want and what I don't. So if it's a coach who wants to work with the big stars, he needs to have a meeting with the big stars to be able to walk around his team and know how he's going to look like. I'll give you an example. The Algerian coach, presently, is my coach in Lazio, Vlad Petkovic. And he made me actually who I am today. And it was because of his decisions and principle that made us to win Coppa Italia against Roma. And we went all the way in Europa League, I think to the top 4 or something, because of the decisions he had. We had players who had group mafians, who decided to have, cacos and all that. He broke all those things. And the first match he gave to me, he told me, I don't know the reason why you are not playing, but you are a very good player and you deserve to play. I don't care how much they sign a player, how much is earning or what that. You are doing well and you deserve to play. Now, if a coach wants to walk around those big players, he calls for a meeting and find a way to find a solution with those big players. But if it seems that it's not working well, you are going to be on the side. And if the coach is lucky, things are going well with him in the games, then he has succeeded. But if he's not lucky, he's going the other way, then he has failed. That is when he will lose the dressing room. And then all these problems will be coming out, and then the fans will be seeing it.
All right.
So for me, that's the most important thing.
So I still want to stay with this coach and their level. The new Chelsea manager, 0 trophies, no big club experience whatsoever. But he's stepping into a club that expects a lot more. Club will not win Champions League, unlike Arsenal. Club where we say people believe, so okay, then suppose they challenge. Do you think that this new Chelsea manager is set up for failure at Stamford Bridge?
He's already coming in with a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. And it came in as very, very fast. So at this point, he doesn't even know where he's standing. He doesn't know where he's standing. He's looking for where to hold at the moment. He's not gotten it. So you cannot see anything right now. Allow him to win 3 games. Then you will see the real character of the Chelsea coach.
Interesting. Michael Carrick, I wish you all the best. Go if I be your brother, I go tell you, say, man, you no take that thing at all. I don't want to know how, I don't understand how you want to do him. This present Manchester United squad, Michael Carrick, I wish you all the best. May the Lord see you through.
Amen.
Same journey.
Now, I still want to talk about Enzo Maresca. We never really get the time to talk about him.
Yeah.
A lot of people saw Amorim's sack coming, even though people were shocked. But you cannot give us that type of result and expect that people would hold brief for you. But for Maresca, it appeared like, he knew what he was doing. Won the Club World Cup, won
The Conference League.
the Conference League where you play against teams that have names you don't
Ijebu
understand.
FC.
Ijebu
Yeah.
FC,
Israel.
DJFC, all those clubs like that. But he was still fired.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, this Maresca and Chelsea matter,
Mm.
do you think there was a way that issue could have been resolved without parting ways?
No. The only way it would have been resolved was if the club gave him more free hand to do what he wanted to do. The complaints from reports and what we've read and listened to is the fact that there were so many interference and levels of control, like bureaucracy, before even Maresca. Maresca had little or no say in the players that Chelsea brought into the team. Maresca had little or no say, to sometimes, according to reports, sometimes to players that make, team lists. Who does that?
Match day squad.
Who does that?
Kai.
Who does that? He just said a coach is supposed to be in charge, right? So if you interfere to the extent of the fact that maybe I call you and I say, play him, don't play him, let this one start, let this one not start. From when Maresca came, he made a statement, he made a statement with the Raheem Sterling situation. He said it pump and plain.
I don't need you.
I don't need you. I think he wanted such level of control. If you hear Chelsea fans talk, they're telling you that, the guy has been complaining that he needs certain signings, certain experience and all of that. But the way Chelsea is being run right now is like they have another philosophy in mind.
King's College.
Buy and sell. Go and gather boys from King's College, Igbobi High School, and all of that, and then nurture them, breed them, and start selling them. Maybe that's their philosophy. And then it will not work, because if you gather these kindergarten players, Shebina manager will use them and get results. You understand? So that's why the man said that I can't continue like this. Luckily for you, he used it in the Conference League. It worked for him, even though he had to play with Rumwekrebe FC and the rest of them. He played in the World Club Cup, and luckily it worked for him, even though he only played one serious game against PSG. You understand? I mean, the rest of the guys were just, but it worked for him nevertheless. And now the man is saying, I can't continue like this, especially, like he said, if the result is good, the manager is lucky. If the results turn the other way, then of course there will be problem. There's no trouble in paradise. And the man got to that juncture and he said, okay, you know what? Let's mutually end this relationship. And that is what they have done. I think it was an honorable thing to do.
Interesting. Chelsea fans, if you agree with the decision made by those that call the shots in your club, tell us in the comment section. If not, just tell us if you don't agree. But importantly, please subscribe on YouTube at Bet Naija, so that as we drop this update, you go to get them and you go to follow us back to back. We'll enter break. When we come back, we'll enter Ponta's Corner. My guests then go wear their cap and we'll go begin to break things down. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome to Bet Boom, where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom, courtesy of Bet Naija, stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. Now only Bet Naija they run them, and they tell you say no be cho because evidence day, and I go give you a proof. Now this punter put a stake of 4,000 naira on 14.93 odds. How much you want win? 74,648 naira 80 kobo. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 1,309,628. This next punter put a stake of 1,000 naira, 1K, on 11.80 odds to win 12,385 naira 49 kobo. Bet Naija say, don't worry, I will shock you. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 609,274 naira 50 kobo. This punter carry 190k. Put them on top of 2.36 odds. JJ, how much you won't win? 448,400. Bet Niger say I will double the money. Boom that ticket to 896,800. And finally, this punter carry 10k. Put them on top of 20.33 odds. To win how much? 203,320 naira, 52 kobo. Bet Niger say, don't worry, I will boom the ticket. Bet Niger boom that ticket to 609,961 naira, 56 kobo. Now only Bet Niger the run am. Boom, 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 boom. Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Niger, your home of bet. Boom. We don't enter the segment that they call the Punter's Corner. My girls, them go wear their thinking cap and we go break the thing down so that everybody go understand. Sawa, something interesting, happened at the AFCON. For the first time since 1965, 4 teams that made it to the semifinals have African managers.
Indigenous managers.
In fact, what is even interesting is that for Egypt, an Egyptian, for Senegal, a Senegalese, and for Morocco, a Moroccan.
Yeah.
For Nigeria, na Malian be our coach, but Malians. We say our guy.
No be our guy.
He's a Malian, but no wahala. What do you think of this remarkable achievement?
We have great coaches in Africa. We do. We have great coaches, and we have abundance of talents in Africa. I have always said it, and I would repeat. Any coach that is worth his salt or onion, which one you choose, can be successful with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Any coach, quote me anywhere. Any coach that knows what he is doing will be successful with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and you do not necessarily need to be a Pep Guardiola. Yes, I said it. You do not necessarily need to be a Pep Guardiola because the talents they.
No be lie.
Agreed.
The talents they. You do not necessarily need to be a Pep Guardiola. I keep giving that Felipe Scolari example that he walked into the Brazilian dressing room. Whether it was a joke or it was a skit or it was just for fun, but he looked in the dressing room. He saw Ronaldo de Lima.
To his right.
Ronaldinho.
To his left.
Kaká.
In front of him.
Cafu.
At his back.
What do I want to tell them?
Try. May mount.
Mourinho will tell you, I cannot come and start teaching you how to trap ball. How can I teach you or teach Drogba how to control ball with his chest? So the talents are already there. It is how you harness it and implement whatever philosophy that you think you have. Unfortunately for us, we are always going with the trial and errors. So I'm not surprised that we have 4 African coaches, at the semi-final of the AFCON. Since they won the AFCON,
yes.
what experience did he have before winning the AFCON? What's his name? The guy that took over Côte d'Ivoire after the group stage. What experience did he have? He won the AFCON. Stephen Okechukwu-Keshi won the AFCON.
Big boss.
What's the Egyptian legend's name? Won the AFCON. What are we saying? African coaches have been winning the AFCON. Hervé Renard, even though not African, he won the AFCON with two different countries, Zambia and Ivory Coast.
That's Zambia own. A lot of people did not see it coming.
Nobody expected that, especially against that supposed golden generation of Ivory Coast national team players. So what are we talking about? You understand? There are good coaches scattered all around. And any coach that is worth his salt will make success with the Super Eagles. In fact, any national team that is coming out from Nigeria. Because the talents too many.
No be lie.
The talents are too many.
No be lie. Legend, I want to ask you, we're playing against Egypt in the 3rd place. Egypt, most successful team in AFCON. And
is that me?
Now you know. Yeah. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
Legend, I want to ask you, we're playing against Egypt, in the 3rd place. Most successful team in Africa when we look at AFCON. And do you think that game, the outcome of that game, we can use that as a benchmark to judge the performance of Eric Schell and say, okay, finally, we reach semi-final. By the special grace of God and the hard work of the players, we beat Egypt, when don't win AFCON the most number of times for Africa. This man really sabi in work. Should that be the benchmark?
First of all, we have to know that it's a must-win for us in that game against Egypt.
Third place.
The third game. The third place. It's a must-win for us. And for me, as I always say, it's not an opportunity for me to judge the coach. Because for me, personally, if you ask me to begin to give you assessment about the coach, I will tell you that for me, for now, nothing yet.
Yeah.
Yes, that's for me. So, since if he's doing well, he has the best results so far, because this is what Nigerians always look out for. Once the team wins, everything is good. If the team lose, then I begin to find where the error fault is and all that. So it doesn't work that way. For me, I don't think that way. So for me, this game that they're going to play against Egypt is a must-win for us. We are already heartbroken.
Yeah.
And so waiting remain again. We must carry something come up from there.
All right. So we have seen the Super Eagles and the Pharaohs play 6 games respectively. Toyosi, your call. Nigeria versus Egypt, third place match. Your prediction for that game?
Would win. I think the pain from being knocked out from the semi-finals would spur the Eagles on, because they've been doing so well from the group stage, from the very first game. Maybe they didn't, rise up to the occasion against Tanzania, but since then on, it's been a very good performance. Tunisia, Uganda, Mozambique, Algeria. If they had put their backs into it more against Morocco, or not respect them to an extent, probably would have won in 90 minutes or even in extra time and not get to penalties. But then again, we're here. What has happened last night has happened, and we're here. We'll be against Egypt for the third place. This is just like you rightly said. We can't afford to come back. They can't afford to come back empty-handed. We're out of the World Cup. We will not be going to the World Cup. We're out of the AFCON. Third place is the only consolation. Just something, just to show that yes, we did good. We tried. We gave it our all. We were decent at this competition. So bringing this one home, should.
So what would you call 2-0 in favor of the Super Eagles?
I won't say 2-0, because obviously the Egyptians too want to win
Get something as well,
come on. When was the last time Egypt won this trophy? And don't forget, they had the recent heartbreak in 2021 against Senegal. So they would also, and this is...
I think 2010 was the last time they won. Yeah.
And this would also be like the last hooray for... Mohamed Salah, right? So they would also give it their all. So it's going to be very tough and very tight. But I see the Eagles winning this. So maybe 2-1.
In favor of the Super Eagles. Maybe Salah just take one goal. Sawa, your call.
Maybe 1-0.
In favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Because Egypt play very bad haram football.
Very bad.
I think their best department is the defense. That's their best department, and they have a very good goalkeeper in El Shanawi. But up front, I don't think they are really fantastic. So maybe 1-0
in favor of the Super Eagles of Nigeria.
Maybe.
Legend, your scoreline.
3-0.
In favor 3-0.
Yes,
In favor of Super Eagles, yes.
Hopefully, Osimhen will score 2 now, making.
The highest goal scorer, yes.
I beg.
Golden boot.
I beg. At least that one move on your body. I beg. Let's talk about the final.
Yeah.
We are going to see our Senegalese brothers, West African brothers now, against the Moroccans. We are all supporting Senegal.
Of course.
Yes.
No, I'm supporting Morocco.
Is that why I'm putting on that cap?
They deserve to win the Nations Cup. They do
Morocco
deserve to win
the
Yes,
Nations Cup.
They deserve. They not even play the final. You say that they deserve.
No. What I'm saying is this. If you have invested in your football,
that one
it's not by that one. It's by playing on the pitch.
You can't rub your own on me. That is my own.
Is that the reason why they're trying to make them win it? Because you
nobody is trying to make them win it.
Because you invested.
The questionable calls by the referee call.
The questionable calls yesterday notwithstanding, Morocco deserves to win the Nations Cup. They are not 11th. They are not 11th in the world ranking by questionable calls.
They've not played the final yet. You said they deserve to.
I said, listen.
If they don't play well and Senegal wins.
If Senegal wins, no problem. You understand? The questionable calls, I am not justifying that. But it wasn't questionable calls that made them rank 11 in the world. It wasn't questionable calls that made them beat Portugal. It wasn't questionable calls that made them beat Spain at the World Cup. It wasn't questionable calls that took them to the semi-final.
Yes.
If you have invested in your football, it wasn't questionable calls that won the under 20 in the World Cup. It's not questionable calls that made their women go to double finals. What are we saying? We should stop. We should stop cutting corners to success. Success is a process. That is the problem we have in this country. That is why the NFF will not invest in the growth of football. And then when it comes to the Nations Cup, or AFCON or World Cup, we just go here and call players from East, West, North and South to come and give us instant success. What rubbish is that? Morocco deserves the success that is coming their way because they have carefully orchestrated a plan, put infrastructures in place, group players, and they are growing and they are now at the pinnacle. And the only way to crown that glory, God being merciful, is to give them victory.
Yes. Somebody
What are you talking about?
Somebody say, yeah.
We'll just go and gather people from left, right, east, west, north, and south when it comes to tournaments, and then we win, and then we celebrate. Oh, we don't win. And then there is no structure. Our league is not functioning. Nothing is working. And you want to get success, just away success. What the heck is that?
Right.
Morocco deserves to be champions.
Morocco deserves to be champions.
I totally agree with him. Totally agree with him. Morocco deserves to win because they invested even before the World Cup.
As far back as 2008.
Exactly.
25 years ago.
So it is a structure that has been put into place. This is something that we all are looking for. We are craving for us to have a structure that can be able to lead us to the right way. We cannot be using patch. It doesn't go anywhere. That is a structure, and they deserve to. Look at the stadium. When we were watching yesterday, there were some people who were talking. They said Morocco can even host the World Cup.
Confidently.
Yes.
Confidently.
They will be hosting the World Cup very soon.
What are you talking about? So they already invested in this, not only on their team playing in the AFCON, in the whole of sports. Every section.
Yes. And I think that the next edition of AFCON, they would still play host. I'm not
Trust me, that 2018 AFCON, I won't be surprised if Morocco will host it. Remember that after the 2028 World Cup, remember that after the 2027 World Cup, in order for us to shift to a 4 calendar year, we'll play the AFCON again the following year. And no host has been announced for that. Trust me, Morocco might step in and host it.
Perfect dress rehearsal for the World Cup.
For World Cup.
They get all the facilities.
Everything. And you tell me that God will not crown that success with.
All I want to establish is, look, they can do all of this. But the cocoa is playing the football on the pitch. I will not judge them or dash them the AFCON trophy.
No, but they actually play the football.
They played better than Nigeria.
They are not. You're not getting my point.
Even without the referee shortcomings, they were better than Nigeria.
I said it. I said if we had put our backs into it, we'll have done well. All I'm saying is, come the final, I'm not dashing them the AFCON just yet. If Senegal come to the party and play their football and don't pay any respect to Morocco because they are host nations and they knock them out, they deserve to knock them out.
Of course.
They have what it takes. They are playing good football.
Yes.
They have the home
support.
They have good players, amazing players. Of course, they play better than us. We can agree to that. It's very difficult to accept it, but that's just the truth about it. And so,
Legend, I want to ask you this question. As somebody who has won the AFCON, you're playing against the host nation. Everybody knows, say, the stadium, now red, we go see. After the game against Egypt, while the Senegalese players were jubilating, Sadio Mane be they say, calm down. In the points to
yes, it's not over yet.
Somebody when don't win AFCON, when they play against the host nation for final, how do you think Senegal should approach that game?
Well, we had this same opportunity in South Africa, although we didn't play with the host country. But we just realized that we are playing outside our country and we are playing against all odds. So the difficulties about playing in this kind of matches is when you start very well. First of all, you have to start from your warm-up, make sure you are okay, very good. When you get into the pitch, now, part of the things that affected us in this game against Morocco was that when you make a mistake in that game, when the fans begin to boo you, your confidence begin to drop.
Wow.
You become scared to make another mistake. When you make another mistake for the second time, then you are almost getting off the game. Now, when you hold the ball, the fans know that you are the one making the mistake. They will keep shouting for you to make more mistakes. And these are the things that when you get matured or a experienced player, you know how to manage this situation. In this situation, when you are in this kind of situation, you play as simple as possible for you to regain your confidence
Yeah.
and begin to play well. Now, for the Senegalese, they will always put this at the back of their mind because they are playing against a 12th man in the field.
Yeah.
Because the fans, they are
Will
not
be
another
there, yeah.
extra player for them. So if I were the coach, I would tell them that you need to build your confidence first. Make things as simple as possible when you start the game. You build your confidence gradually. There's a stage that it gets to in football. We see it even in Turkey when I play in Turkey.
Yeah.
If you play so good, my friend, the fans will turn against their own team. So if you start gradually, put yourselves together, do what you need to do, believe me, they will be under pressure when you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But if you allow them get into the game, then you are done.
So your prediction for that game?
It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. But I think that Morocco is going to win.
On penalties or in regulation time?
I think in penalties.
Toyo, baby?
I think so too on penalties. But how Senegal should approach this game? Senegal so far this tournament, the way they play is like they have to be in danger first before they pick up. It's like, I don't know how to explain this properly, but I'm sure he gets it. They don't start with that quick fire flying out of the blocks, killing you on time. They want you. It's like they score first, and then they now talk to themselves. Oh, okay, we're in danger now. We have a challenge now. Let's go at it. Most of the time, we've seen that from the group stage, even against Sudan. Sudan had to score first before they had to come back and win eventually by 3-1. If they allow that against Morocco, they should just say bye-bye to the trophy. Because if Morocco scores first, one thing we've seen about the Moroccans is they've not allowed too many goals coming too.
Yeah.
Their first game was not 2-0 or 1-0 against Comoros.
They played 1-1 in the second game.
They played 2-0 against Cameroon. They have been very, very shrewd at the back.
And they are coming up against the Senegalese team too that is very shrewd at the back
very.
as well.
So I can see this one playing now that they might be cautious in the first half, as we saw against Nigeria, where they were sizing each other up. And then in the second half, Morocco know how to just come all out. Start maybe those things that they've observed in the first half. They start playing them out and trying to see if it will work, just as they did against Nigeria too. So if Senegal give too much away and are not astute at the back and compact, if Morocco scores, then in 90 minutes they win this one.
And
but
you see,
I see it going towards penalties.
And you see that their captain is also injured.
Koulibaly.
So another weak point for them.
Yeah, but then the guy that also stepped up for Koulibaly was actually a very good replacement. Personally, I think Senegal will win the final. Yeah, I think Senegal will win the final. I think Senegal is the best team in this tournament. Yeah, I think they are the best team in this tournament from all the games I have seen. You understand? The Super Eagles were mesmerizing, right? They gave us some very brilliant football. But in terms of being very compact, staying disciplined for the entire duration of the game, Senegal for me is the best. Morocco yesterday, after the first half, Morocco in that semi-final game against us, after the first half, they were not really very spectacular again. It was the first half that they actually took the fight to the Super Eagles. You know, from the second half, the game was balanced. As a matter of fact, at some point later in the last stage of the game, we had completed more passes than them. When we didn't just really have the threat going forward. You know, for some reason, you know, our passes were not connecting. Akwa Adams could not connect a good pass. I don't know if his legs were heavy. And Rafael Onyedika made some errors as well in the midfield. You know, we were not just connecting anymore. But Morocco was not spectacular after that first half. And that's the difference between them and Senegal. They can't keep that for 90 minutes. You know, Senegal can keep that for 90 minutes. They keep coming at you. And they're very compact. Yes. So personally, I think prediction that Senegal will win against Morocco. But I want Morocco to win.
All right, interesting. As a viewer, what do you think the scoreline would be? Put down for comment section. Tell us. The legend has said penalties, he fancies Morocco. Same thing for Toyo C, but she say if Senegal dull, say that they wait, make that they in danger first. In 90 minutes, Morocco go in. Sawa, his heart is saying Senegal. But based on investment, as an Igbo man, he's saying Morocco. Tell us what you feel for the comment section. But remember, subscribe on YouTube at Bet Ninja. Turn on your post notification so that as they drop, you're going to get the info and they follow us fender to bumper when they come back.
Get explosive on at Red Bar.
Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome to the Short Banker segment. This is where my guests then go put body. We'll give you 7 games. The code go there for the screen. Just roll, arrange them, and definitely wake up to boom. Quickly, Liverpool, Burnley. Liverpool at home.
Win.
Liverpool win.
Liverpool at home, straight win. Nottingham Forest, Arsenal.
Arsenal straight win.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Arsenal win. Straight
Arsenal
win.
straight win.
Arsenal go win
Straight
Forest.
win.
This is the time to go full throttle.
Full
Angers versus
Thank you.
Marseille.
Both teams to score.
Or over 2.5.
Or Marseille
2.5.
win either half. Marseille beat Percy 9-0.
Greenwood to score.
Yeah.
Marseille win either half. Leipzig versus Bayern.
Bayern
Over
straight
2.
win.
Over 2.
Bayern straight win.
Bayern straight win.
Or over 2.5.
Do you think there will be so much goals
There'll
in
be
that
so much
game?
goals.
Leipzig and Bayern.
Alright, let's go now.
Over 2.5. Udinese versus Inter.
Inter win either half.
Inter win either half.
Madrid versus Levante.
Over 1.5.
Over 1, Madrid for home.
Madrid straight win.
For Levante.
Madrid
Levante
straight
shock
win.
Abeloa again. Uncle.
Then Guimaraes versus Porto.
Porto
Porto
straight
straight
win.
win.
Porto beat Benfica.
Porto straight
Mourinho,
win.
sorry, eh? We go put that for the screen. I beg, just arrange the games, make you play them. Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment, where to become a guru, all you need to do is to predict the correct outcome of 3 games. Make I explain them so that you don't go there confused. In the past, I used to give you 5 games and tell you to tell me the correct score line until Bet Naija warned me that husband material, please, I don't want you to do this. Let it be 3 games and let it be the correct outcome. So this means that I would give you 3 games. You will tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. It is that simple. This is the simplest way that you can win fantastic prizes anywhere in the world. And I only Bet Naija the runner. Now take the games. Manchester United versus Manchester City. Nigeria versus Egypt. Morocco versus Senegal. Manchester United versus Manchester City. Nigeria versus Egypt. Morocco versus Senegal. Tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. As simple as that. And become a prediction guru. You get wetin me I see for social media. Thank God say you dey here. Me, I know they support anybody. But they say, be like, say, you and Mikel, the time una dey Super Eagles, say una be like Tom and Jerry, una parts no dey grow. Tell us, you and Mikel, una quarrel that time, una dey quarrel now. Wetin be una relationship?
Mikel, our senior man, no doubt. From just that time, in fact, he's the one who inspired us. Because of that Mikel class, Chelsea and Man U, we make him that signing that time, make him popular well. And then for Joss, he can't make me serious for the football I they play.
Okay.
I say, if somebody why they see here every day, go fit Chelsea and Man U,
go dey fight
for
over am.
him, then why I not go fit make a motto for football? I can say it here that Mikel was the one who inspired. Anytime he comes back from Chelsea, he did bring a lot of boots, jerseys. He did even share money for so many of us. I was part of the people who were collecting money and this thing. So it's even a privilege for me to play alongside with him. But there are some things that happens in the field of play that you don't agree to that. In as much
you
as
don't agree with him?
yes, in as much as you are my senior. But there are some things that will happen that I will not agree to it. You don't be like, say, because you be senior, everything we talk, they right. No, we can need to sort out some kind of things, some things as well. You know? So when we they play, when I hustle like this, I don't tire, run up and down like this.
Yeah.
Then Mikel Conte say, give me the ball now. You know, they always give me the ball. You know what? Not only you did the pitch, we go past to other people as well now. So now that quarrel, I mean, they always quarrel. But if that quarrel happen, I will always realize that this guy is not my mate, now my senior. I will still go meet him later. Tell him, say, senior man, no verse. So that time, temper the hot. You know? Now the good thing about me, I own fight with that. Because I'm always his boy. But you know me say, waiting you to do sometimes, no, I know if it correct what you to do. You understand me? So we they always get quarrel, fight. But that one where they talk about, say, for Super Eagles that time, say, we get 2 camp. That one, no, they exist. There's nothing like that.
So you know, be true.
It's not true.
There was no
That
different
video, that PR video where they make you and Mikel do before World Cup, where you go sit down near Mikel, they don't say, you see the video. That thing, no, from a church man, not from do that.
Because there's no smoke with that fire.
No, to be honest, there was nothing. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I was even surprised. Him too, my day surprised.
Okay.
What camp you want to do with him? Me, I won't do camp for where Mikel they had the craze. Mikel is too influential when he was in the Super Eagles.
A big boy.
And there's something Mikel has done in the Super Eagles that I will say here, even if he's hearing me, and I'll say it. It's a bombshell, but I'll say it here.
Yeah.
Drop it.
we drop it like it's hot.
See, Mikel has so much influence in the national team.
Okay.
As you know, he told you that he called Abakari and all those things. When Mikel was playing, there are some players who Mikel, because of his influence, he made for them not to invite them in the Super Eagles. Yes.
Good or bad?
If Mikel is watching me, I'm saying this. Now, my senior man, I respect him, but there are some things he did that was wrong.
Name some of the players.
Tony Nwokeme.
Oh, Tony Nwokeme, that was a striker that was playing in...
He played Trabzonspor.
Trabzonspor.
He played in my team.
Yeah, Tony Nwokeme.
Mikel said this by himself when we were eating in a restaurant in Istanbul. Myself, Mikel, even with Tony. Yes, in the restaurant. He apologized to him.
Told him that...
The reason why this happened, I think, when Tony invited Tony in the national team one time, I think Tony is a player that doesn't run so much. He just wanted to give him ball on his foot.
Yeah.
Give him on his foot and he would do his thing. You know?
Yeah.
Just do his thing. So Mikel was like, who is this person? Because he didn't even know him.
Yeah.
Who be this one when they run? Come, who be that? Senator Tony. Okay. No wala.
You know, go play again.
Come play now. So this is just one.
One of many.
One of many.
Can we end the show here now, please?
Okay. We have
Mikel! I won't call your podcast. I won't ask you this question. I won't ask you this question.
Thank you so much, Sawadinho. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Toyo Baby Chop Noku, the absolute legend himself.
Eddie himself.
M-O-N.
The bombshell dropper.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Baba. Thank you.